Hello and welcome to All Things Nitty's Crochet channel. This week I've brought you the delightful Dahlia Granny Square. It's beautiful and it's really easy once you get into the flow of things. It gives you these beautiful outward spanning puffs. And this I used just scrap yarn from my box. So this is just all wee bits added together. Just to do some scrap busting. So you will need to use the correct size hook for your yarn. Once you've chosen your selected yarn, we will begin. Okay, so unlike some patterns that use the magic ring technique, this one's a little bit easier if you just do make a slip knot and then chain 5. Okay, so chain 5. And then we'll make a little loop and we'll work into that, and that just helps with some spacing. Okay, so once you have your chain 5, you're going to come back to the very first stitch and make a slip stitch. So place your hook through, pull the loop through and through the second. Now bring your tail over to the back of the work, and this just helps keep it a much nicer rounder circle, whereas if you start with the tail at the other side, you end up with this bump here. So just put the tail over to the back of your work and hold it. Okay, so into this circle is where we're going to be working our first lot of puffs, which makes a little flower in the centre. So to do that, chain 1 and then lift your yarn up ever so slightly. Okay, then we're going to work a 4 yarn over puff stitch right into the centre. So yarn over, come down to the centre of this circle, put your hook through, pull up a loop and pull it up really tall. Okay, so you need to make sure that your hook is completely flat after every yarn over. Yarn over again, back into the circle, pull up a loop, and again make sure they're all the same height. So that was 2, third time, and the 4th. Now we're going to be pulling through all the loops except the last one, and it helps if you just pinch underneath your hook, pinch the stitches, and it just keeps them tight, and then you can yarn over and pull through all the loops, leaving the last one. So pull through all the loops, you'll have 2 loops left, yarn over, pull through those 2 loops. Okay, so your puff, your corner is 1 puff, chain 2, 1 puff, so chain 2 and work 1 more 4 yarn over puff stitch into the circle. 1, and again you can see I'm bringing the hook so it's nice and straight. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're going to pull through 2, 4, 6, 8 and then pull through 2. Okay, so that's your first kind of corner piece worked. Again, you're going to chain 2. And now we're going to repeat. So in between the puffs, your 2 puffs, we have a chain 2. So your corner is a puff, chain 2, puff, chain 2. Okay? So we're going to do that again. We're going to work 1 puff, chain 2, and 1 puff. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, pull through 8, yarn over, pull through 2, working in between our puffs with chain 2, and we work another 4 yarn over puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's just got 2 corners done. This gets repeated until you have 8 puffs in total. So chain 2 in between our puffs, 4 yarn over puff stitch, chain 2, 4 yarn over puff stitch. Okay, so that's us done 3 repeats. We're going to do that one more time. Chain 2, and then work your 4 yarn over puff, chain 2, 4 yarn over puff. Okay, so once you've come to this point and you have 8 puffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you're going to chain 2 and then slip stitch into the first puff. So here was the chain 1, and then we pulled the loop up long. We're going to go into that, the one that we pulled up tall at the very, very start, and slip stitch in there. So that's round 1, and that gives you your lovely centre flower. Okay, so let's start round 2, we've slip stitched in here. Under this bar here, we're going to slip stitch again, and this is where we're going to begin the next round. So to do that, you're going to chain 1, pull the loop up taller, work your 4 yarn over puff stitch, chain 2, then 4 yarn over puff stitch. So that's your corner. So 4 yarn over puff, chain 2, and another puff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to move on to our actual the main stitches, not the corner. Chain 2. So you need to make sure you chain 2 when you're moving on to the next step, and that just keeps the count nice and correct. So under this bar, you're going to work 4 US double crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to work our corner again, so you need to remember to chain 2 and work your corner. 4 yarn over puff stitch, chain 2, 4 yarn over puff stitch. Okay, remember to chain 2. Under the bar, 4 US double crochet. Again, chain 2, work your corner, chain 2, work 4 double crochets under the bar, chain 2, work your corner, chain 2, 4 double crochets under this bar, and stop, and I'll show you just how to end round 2. Okay, so to end this round, once you've done your 4 double crochet, you're going to chain 2, and again, here's your chain 1 and the tall loop. When we start this round, go into that stitch, slip stitch, and then into the bar you're going to slip stitch again, and that just brings us, that finishes round 2. We'll start round 3. Okay, so we will chain 1, and again lift the loop up tall and work your corner. So 4 yarn over puff, 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 2, and another puff. Okay, so the design that I've done where you get this lovely ridge, we need to work in the back loops. So we'll chain 2, and now we're going to start building up our rows. So to do that, under this bar, you're going to work 1 double crochet, and then into the back loop only of the next chain. So you need to pull this stitch over to the right, and you can see your second chain. So this one here, if you follow the stitch up, is your double crochet. So into the back loop only of this stitch, you're going to work a double crochet. So it's under the bar and then into the chain. into your next 4 stitches, you're going to work into the back loop only, working double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to mirror this side. So your first stitch when you come to the chain 2 is into the chain. So before it, it's under the bar, into the chain, and at the end, it's into the chain, under the bar. Okay, so into the back loop only of the chain, you're going to work a double crochet, then under the bar, double crochet, and then we need to chain 2 again, and that's where we'll work our next. We'll work this sequence into these chain 2s next, so that starts building your pattern out to make like this design. So you can see we get wider as we go up. We add 2 stitches every row at each side. Okay, so chain 2, and now you're going to work your corner. So 4 yarn over puff, chain 2, 4 yarn over puff. Okay, so to start again, we need to chain 2. And now, if you remember, we start under the bar. So work 1 double crochet under the bar, and then into the chain. So this can be sometimes tricky to find out. So what I like to do is trace up from this double crochet, and that you'll find where that double crochet is, and that leaves this one here. So you're going to work your double crochet into that stitch, and that way you won't accidentally drop a stitch here. Okay, so it's under the bar, into the back loop only. I finish across this row, working back loop only, double crochet, until you come to the chain 2 from the row below. Okay, so again we do the opposite of what we've done. So we're going to go into the chain first, double crochet, under the bar, double crochet, chain 2. Always remember these chain 2s. Work your corner, chain 2, and then you'll just repeat that. So under the bar, you start with a double crochet under the bar, and then into the chain. Repeat that across, mirror it when you get here. So you'll do 1 into the bar, double crochet under the bar, chain 2. Do that until you've worked your double crochet into the chain, and then your double crochet under the bar, and we'll start the next round together. Okay, so you can really start to see the pattern come together. You're going to always remember these chain 2s, and then slip stitch into the longer loop, and then under the bar, and then you can begin your next round. You're going to repeat, that is the repeat, it's just that round here with the back loops. So you would do your corner, under the bar, into the back loop only, then work across all these stitches in the back loop, and then do the opposite, so into the chain, into, under the bar, sorry. You'll repeat that until round 13, and I'm going to bring the one that I'm making into a blanket. So by doing round 13, it gives you 10 puffs, that not this middle one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, within this kind of back loop border. When you start round 13, just work through both parts of the stitch here, and that's because as it gets a little bit heavier, the stitches start to stretch out a little bit. So each round starts and ends the same, except now after round 13, so it gives you this kind of frame. I've worked my stitches through both parts of the loop, and then when you come to the bar, because you're not working into the back loop only, you just work 2 double crochets normally under that bar. Okay, so instead of doing the into the chain, into the bar, remember to chain 2, and then you would work your corner as normal, with your chain 2 in between, and then I'll show you what I mean by the chains. Okay, so you've come here, you work 2 under the bar, But as the blanket begins to get heavier, if we were working into the back loop only and you're holding the whole weight of your pattern, when you go into that back loop, it stretches. Look how tall that loop comes up. So that would leave it like with horrible gaps. So just work through both parts of the stitch, working double crochet around, and that's your pattern. You can obviously keep this going for as long as you like, and when you're finished you could do a full round of single crochet, add a border, or just leave as is. I'm going to leave this one as is because I think it's beautiful, with the big kind of Dahlia puff in the centre. So that was the delightful Dahlia Granny Square project. So I hope you did enjoy that, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it, comment away, and I will hopefully see you next time. Bye now.